I might make a request. Could we move to Ruby's Warriors because they have added our loyal warriors have added another sound effect, and I want to find out what it is, and I can't use it unless we're in Ruby's Warriors.
God.
Yay!
Then they can take a screenshot of us being there.
It sounds like for content we gotta.
Okay. If I go to Dream Assets, are you all in that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because that's a private one.
Landon, are you part of Stream Assets?
I'm finding out now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you could join General, and then he left. Okay. Oh my god. I'm just gonna take a minute and enjoy the silence before I jump in. Breathe in, breathe out.
They also said that there's some new stuff in here. Oh, I see Landon.
Yep.
Okay.
Drag him down.
Get his ass. Get his ass.
I'm dragging him.
Bring him
Come
down.
here.
Drag his ass.
Come here, bitch.
Drag his ass. There we go.
There we go.
Can you share again, Misha?
No. Yeah, I'll share again.
Please. Pretty please.
Are we recording?
Bottoms on top.
Yeah, we're recording. We've been recording.
What the hell? We're in Ruby's Warriors and it's still locked. Why is it locked?
Is it not
Requires a higher level server. What the fuck?
It means they've added the sounds, but the server level's not boosted anymore, so we just can't use them.
Gary's locked too?
You're not the highest level.
We have
in your
no
own server.
level. Our
Oh
server
my
has
God.
no level. This
They
is a
They added cracking
This is-
open a cold one, and we can't
To
even
be fair,
use it.
I'm not even sure who used to have our server boost. That was
Alright, I'm
nice
gonna-
of them.
I'm gonna boost this server.
You're gonna spend
Boost?
money.
It's for one. It's for the podcast.
True.
Okay, we're at level 1, I think. Boost this server. Boost
don't know.
This
again.
is we
I don't know how
are
boosting
level
works.
1. We need 5 more boosts to get to level 2. Wait, no, level 1's fine. It says 100. Wait, no. Yeah, 24 soundbar slots.
Yeah,
That should
yeah.
be right.
I see him.
Perfect. I've.
That should work.
All right, we
Yeah.
cracked
Oh,
open cold
it's
ones.
good too.
Nice and
Oh,
cool.
that is
Yeah.
solid. That's
All
not.
right.
There's my favorite.
Shout out to
Now we put Landon down.
the bark
Hello,
meow.
everyone. You said
Flash.
it right in time for Perry to walk in.
Barry.
How is everyone?
I'm sorry,
We
to
also have
shock you.
gay. We have gay, and we have crack open a cold one. We also have dog sniffing and aw.
Dude, torture myself.
Play that at
really.
my funeral.
I love that one.
It kills me.
I will say in announcements that I have reboosted the server. I have reboosted the server to level 1. And I am never in this server, but if you want to, you can join Ruby's Warriors, and it's a very active, very fun server. It's literally like all the time people are in it fucking hanging out and doing cool shit. I come in here all the time and they're just like I poke my head in and they're like organizing fun events and having a good time. So you should join it because it'll be a good time. Will you see me in there? Probably not. But there's apparently new stuff in here.
We're eventually gonna make just a bark meow server this year.
You say eventually. No, we're not. This is the bark meow server.
We are actually.
We only made it this one because neither of you wanted to make the official
That's
one.
true.
Yeah, but now I
like-
know how to do it. I am
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna wait for the boosts. I'm not gonna just like make it now that you've boosted your server. That would be kind of rude.
That'd be so funny.
I'm a wait, but sometime in the near future, I am hoping to. We are growing big, and it is time to leave the nest. It is time.
We
to
could even
spread
just
our
turn this
wings.
one into it. I'd feel bad making everybody like join another one because they've all just made it their own.
Well, it's not like that community can't stay there, but
They can have 2 homes.
That's not, dude.
I think it
People
would
have.
have been.
I have
It's
never
bougie.
like I can never fucking man. Yeah, your dad lets you have 2 houses.
Hey, I had 2
I
homes
can-
growing up, and I turned out fine. Well, okay, maybe I'm not the best.
Well, you are a
example.
furry.
Yeah, let me
right?
talk
Like-
about friends of Bluey ass.
Hey, I don't think
I'm
the
kidding,
Friends
I'm
of
kidding,
Bluey
I'm
thing
kidding.
had anything to
Yeah,
do with me having 2 homes growing up.
Just attributing it to psychological problems, which is not the thing. So throw that away.
I mean, it could be the thing. Who knows?
Shrugs. I'm not gonna put that on you though. It was a joke. /J. You know what would have been funny though is if Ruby's like, yeah, no, they could just stay here. That is their home, and you're just like, actually, Ruby, I'm unveiling the Discord today.
It's already made. They're already
It's
there.
it's made. We're actually dropping the link on this episode. You should-
Yeah.
I would rebel. I'd be like, actually, my Ruby's Warriors are so loyal that we're not leaving.
The real question is, will the Discord get made before the cafe?
That is the real
It's
question.
a race. It's a competition.
Well, if I just have to make that, I could just do it in like 2 minutes. But like, I would have to set it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
no. I mean, like functional and ready to be like realistic.
It's setting up all the bots and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
roles
Yeah.
and
I had a
promotions.
buddy. Yeah, I had a buddy help me with all that shit.
I did too.
I hate it. I did too, and then they left.
Damn.
So my Discord's kind of it's got mods, but they're not there.
Like this, like my Discord for no reason is incredibly active and well maintained, and I don't want to lose that.
My Discord is just like super private, so I don't have to worry about any of that because I trust my friends. I trust everybody that's in there.
You trust me? Big mistake.
Well, yeah, you're in there. I do have mods, and they will kill on
I
site.
don't think I'm
but-
in Misha's Discord.
I don't think you are in my Discord.
Shame.
We could change that.
You know,
Landon, do you want in too? Fuck it. Everybody,
Sure.
comment down below if you want
We-
to. No, I'm kidding.
We fucking ball.
oh my god.
No,
Uh,
stay loyal. Ruby's Warriors, stay loyal to the Discord. Rebel
my
against these
God.
false
You can
prophets.
join more than one
Ruby,
server. I mean,
Ruby,
so
this is
many.
called Bark Meow, not Ruby's Warriors.
I
So-
am the cult of Broomy. It exists solely in Ruby's War. I'm gonna change the name of the Bark Meow. What do you call it? Like, see, I don't even know the names of things on Discord. Channel,
Oh.
channel to the fucking cult of Ruby. Cult of Broomby.
You can't take Cult of Broomby. That's our thing.
Okay, so
Or-
I'm in streamer mode, and it says hit and use copy button. So I did that, and I just tried to post the link, and I posted hit and use copy button instead of the fucking link. That's awesome. Let's try that again.
That's
Hit and use copy
Why won't
copy button. I did.
That's fucking hilarious.
Generate a new link.
Why won't it let me?
So I don't know how long. We've been recording for like 12 minutes now. I don't know what's gonna be used and all that. But hi, it's the season 3, episode 2, the Landon episode.
The Landon episode.
And
Also
the
known
St.
as-
Patrick's Day episode.
Yes.
The Landon
Hidden
and
use.
Perry episode.
So
I was
to give
Harry
you-
the platypus.
Episode.
Landon the hyena.
Okay, I guess I'm sending the invite links individually. Here you guys go.
there you go.
I tried to make it easy,
sorry.
but no, fuck me, I guess.
So I'm Bark. So all this the Bark.
I'm Misha the Bark.
I'm Meow.
And your name is?
Oh,
I
Ruby.
am
Yeah.
Perry.
It's Landon the hyena and Perry the wolf.
Well,
Nice
I
to
mean,
meet you.
sorry. I want to get a clear voice so people hear voices. So Perry, can you say your name again?
I'm Perry the Wolf. Nice to meet you.
Woo!
Hello.
Yeah. 2 wolves in this chat. Oh shit. Bookend them.
Yeah.
I thought we had a
Maybe-
Perry puppet. I didn't.
Perry's first time.
Oh, I didn't draw
This is
one because I thought we
this
had
is
one.
the
my
first
bad.
time appearance of Perry.
Ooh.
Speaking of first times,
Uh-oh.
that's what this episode's gonna be about.
Attaboy
Other than
Solace. Oh, wrong first time. Okay, my bad.
Oh.
I was also on a different mind wave, but
Oh.
fill us in.
oh well, huh. But
Let's go.
yes. Hey, it's St. Patty's Day, so I'm actually before. Okay, I'll say this episode is the sponsor, Landon sponsor episode. Landon got to finally attend his first FurCon. Remember, we
Yes.
did an episode last year prior to going to a FurCon that ended up being canceled due to the hurricane. Damn it.
Yeah.
That was a crazy story. That was
Yeah, it
Out
was
of all
sad
the
for
ways-
everybody.
out of all the ways
So-
for that con to get canceled, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So now-
Megaplex actually contacted the North Carolina Anther Society on tips on what to do to when a hurricane inevitably cancels one of their cons. We're all amazed that it wasn't Florida first.
That is kind of crazy.
You know,
yeah.
kind of. Well, I guess it's time of year, but Megaplex. I forget when Megaplex is and when hurricane season is. So I don't know. I shrug. I know when tornado season is. I have a special interest in that, but hurricanes, meh.
I love that your special interest is weather.
Very specifically tornadoes.
I love.
Dude, I was popping off this last weekend. But not to get off track here. So I'm doing a shot of Jameson right now for
Oh God.
St. Patty's Day.
I'll
And
grab
then
it-
we will
I'll
let
grab a
Landon start telling his first
I'll grab a shot of Rumplemans. I'll be right back.
I can do sake.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
well, you can drink or shot. It's up to you.
Sake.
Viewers at home, you're not required to drink by any means. We're just doing this for fun on St. Patty's Day.
we
got
should.
another type of green over here.
Got the green.
We got the green.
Well, I mean, you do you. Just need
Yeah,
you
I'm-
to be able to tell your story.
I'm
'Cause I
having
can't
a
tell the
salad
There is
for
Mr.
St.
Boston in
Patrick's
the
Day.
freezer.
Yeah, you could grab the Mr. Boston if you want.
I'm really bad. If I were to have some green right now, within 15 to 20 minutes, I'm pretty like it's my ADHD, but I start zoning out instead of talking.
I don't want to admit what a pro I am, but yeah, I do a lot of things. I've done a lot of
My
things
look-
inebriated.
My lung capacity.
Yeah,
I can hold my
but,
breath for 2 minutes. You want to know how I know?
while I'm waiting for Perry to get back, it is I had an interesting thought the other day of just how often do you actually get to like hear a friend of yours tell you that hey, I followed all of your advice and it really helped me out, thanks, because I get to tell you guys that today.
Let's go. I was gonna say, hopefully today, or you're just about
Yeah, I
to
was
be
gonna
like,
say.
you guys were all wrong. Everything was terrible.
No, yeah, it was a great, wonderful first con experience,
Let's
and
go.
a lot of pretty much all of your tips kind of came into play at some point or another. I know I promised Misha a story that I had about Max Eyeball. Shout out Eyeball.
We love Eyeball.
And then just a
Eyeball.
variety of other just awesome things that happened.
So I was gonna say, you can tell us kind of like a general, like a TLDR of your events, like kind of the like your favorite things you did. You know, go kind of through that. You can talk about the tips that worked. Tell us if there was any tips that misled you or took you astray or you didn't enjoy, and anything that we didn't cover, anything that you like. Man, this kind of happened, and I wish I would have known about it. Known about it?
Noon about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna do that shot first, though.
Oh, I got my
Truth.
shot ready.
Oh
Luck
shit!
of the Irish.
So, Landon brought up getting high, and I did a web fishing stream last Friday, and I had
Yep.
Medible at the beginning of it. Dude, I'm not gonna do that anymore. The
You
last
just
little
do
bit
it.
of that stream, I could not talk, dude. I was so fucking Zabuma food. I was just like, and I was panicking because I was like, you need to say something. You need to be entertaining. You need to like talk. And I just fucking couldn't, dude. Like,
Were you in a Discord call by yourself?
no, Soya
Damn.
and someone else, I believe, was there. It might have been Gel.
Mm.
And Gavin.
Speaking of
might have
Soya,
been there, but
it's kind of funny. While I was at the con, I met up with Malo, and the two of us group called Soya at the con when we were going out to dinner.
that's
Is
amazing.
Malo actually as big as he says he is?
Malo is a huge, huge kaiju skunk. They had to keep him outside. He wasn't allowed in the building, but we got to take him to dinner at least.
Well, if he's that big, he should be taking you to dinner, pick you up.
He did. He took us to this cool spot in his hometown. Because the Bewhiskered, the con we attended, is one of his home conventions. And yeah, it was just really cool to meet up with him. He was a really nice guy. He took pictures and stuff. He gave me the poster from CFF that I didn't get because I couldn't make it down to the convention. He got his early through pre-reg, so he just gave me the spare CFF poster, and
Oh,
we're
nice.
hanging that in the Bewhiskered poster up in the house.
Noise.
All
So,
right, so
Yeah.
sorry.
no, that's exactly what I was gonna say. So, yeah, no, I guess to preface, how many days were you there? When did it start?
So yeah, it was from the the 6th to the 9th, I believe. We got there
Nice.
on Thursday and then left Monday after closing ceremonies on Sunday. We got to stay just to like pack things up an extra day, which was nice. My boyfriend drove the whole way from Jersey to North Carolina, so shout out Perry.
It
God.
wasn't that bad.
That couldn't have been like 8 or 10 hours, right?
It was like exactly 8
It was
hours.
about 8.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just from my knowledge of that geography, geography, geometry,
Geography, yeah.
geology.
But
No.
yeah,
That's rocks. Geometry's math. Geology's rocks. Geography is right. That's math.
I said geometry one time when I meant to say geography, and Splat has not let me live that down.
Wow.
Do not make the same mistake I did.
Funny.
All right.
I
But
don't
yeah,
have a sound
so
effect for this.
the first night was very interesting because I was coming off of 9 straight overnight shifts while also moving out of my old house into my boyfriend's apartment. And basically, like, I was tired as hell. I was coming off on my last overnight shift, and then in the car ride down, also just an 8-hour car ride. I was a corpse, basically, getting to the convention. But it's a testament to like how awesome the con was that it like brought me back to life like so much more than I ever expected to. Because that first night I was dead, and I was also volunteering that first night. I was checking IDs for
Oh, shit.
some of the After Dark panels, and by like
Yo.
I had to go all the way to like 2 in the morning, and I was just like falling asleep against the wall, like to my friend Max's last panel, basically.
Shit. Yo, props for
shout out-
volunteering, by the way. Like, I haven't even volunteered yet. That's
No, yeah, it was
thoughtful this year thing.
awesome. It was so much fun to work with the NCAS staff. My roommate Max was the vice president of, or is the vice president of NCAS, and she's one of my closest friends. She's just the best. Shout out Max, Random Black Cat.
I love her.
Yeah, she's the best. We basically got there, and yeah, after I fell asleep from after the ID thing stuff, it was actually kind of crazy though. A little bit of tea from Bewhiskered. There was a fight that broke out, a drunken fight that broke out on the first night
Yep, that happened.
before like opening ceremonies even happened.
Oh,
And Max was working con ops at the time. She was basically covering the overnight shifts, just keeping things in order. And yeah, she had to like ban a lot of people that were involved in that. But this was a wild way to start off the con anyway.
I know with bigger cons like AC, MFF, it's not typically fights, but well, I mean, Anthrocon the first night had the fucking sword incident.
I was gonna say, I think Anthrocon's kind of got Bewhiskered beat in that regard, unfortunately, but
To be fair, it's also like 10 times bigger.
yeah. Not to make light of that, because that's absolutely
Yeah.
fucked, but
No, it shouldn't happen. No, it's again, it's people getting too fucked up and can't handle themselves, and it's a bar scene at that point. Somebody says the wrong thing, looks the wrong way, and does something
rolling on the
stupid.
ground.
Yeah.
they were suiting. That's
Yeah,
kinda
all
that's
parties
kinda
involved
hilarious.
were suitor.
That's so fucking funny.
What? It was a
Sparkle was fighting
fursuit
with
brawl?
me.
Where's the World Star video of that?
I wish
Dude, so-
it was like because I was asleep during all of it. I missed all of
Oh.
this, and I was just having to hear it retold to me and being like, "Girl, I
Landon.
wish wake me up. I'll back you up."
Landon, our dear executive producer, I need that video on my desk by Wednesday, bud.
God, I need that now. Where's that?
I could let Max tell you about it because she literally almost got attacked.
No, I'm mostly
Oh.
kidding. If you do get, the
I'm not.
video-
I need that video.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing
is
some
no
searching for
video.
this, by the way.
Oh my god.
No, somebody's
If anyone-
got cell phone footage.
I was gonna say if anyone
Nobody
finds the
doesn't
video,
have.
yeah.
But yeah, that was day one.
Fucking
anyway,
day
Perry-
0. Yeah.
Perry, I don't know if you have any like updates from day one that you like want to remember, or just anything you wanted to like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The first night was just fun. I was enjoying hanging around with Max. We were just following her, going to all her panels. Remember?
Yeah.
Nice.
You got to sit in on a lot of very, very interesting subject matter.
You know, we're
Yeah.
stupid. Hi, Perry. You know, I introduced the episode, but like we haven't introduced each other. Like, hi, Perry. I'm Solus the Wolf. Goddamn.
Nice to meet you.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah,
Known about you for a while. Heard good things.
thank you.
Does Landon
Yeah.
smell as bad as he looks?
Does he look bad?
He's a yin.
Solace.
He's a yin. That's what I was gonna say. He's
Wow.
a yin.
He's a yin.
and I love.
I can see how horrible that is. As soon as I said that, I was like, wow. I need to clarify.
Does he look
Look,
as
the
bad
only
as
thing
he
that
said?
stinks on me are my feet, and I'll like I spray those, so it's okay. I tend to it. Okay.
I have it like 1 month out of the fucking year. My shoes just like smell awful. I don't know what it is, and I spray those fuckers. I make sure I take care of it too. But man, it's not a yearly
If
thing
we're-
for me. It's just like 1 or
If
2
we're
months
talking
out of
about
the year.
anything in particular, it would be his tunneling fang that he does when we're in the bed.
Oh God, this
Oh.
is
He
Tunneling
spins
fang?
specifically to his right, and he never turns left. It's always right.
Tunneling Fang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Naruto thing.
Oh. Okay, we got some fucking
Oh, like up in
nerds
the
on the
ass.
show.
Yeah, like that's a whole.
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah, didn't what's his Kakashi do that shit?
No,
no,
that
that's
was
1,000 years of death.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, see, I do. I'm not
it was
completely.
Kiba.
Yeah, Kiba and Akamaru did like a spinning fang attack where they're just
Okay,
chasing, like,
yeah.
tornado.
Yeah, he just does that in the bed.
Okay.
Why?
So he's a blanket
know.
tornado.
I sleep on my
Wait.
stomach and I move involuntarily. I
Wait,
don't
does
know.
he does like a was it an alligator fucking death roll?
Yeah, basically.
Basically, okay. Yeah.
No, if you look at the way the sheets get bunched up, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I did that in the hotel bed too.
Shit.
But yeah, so day 2 we got to we were volunteering, both of us, for a little bit at the Fursuit game show. That was a lot of fun.
Was that tokens?
Shout out. It wasn't tokens. It was
Oh.
shout out to Dusk Cheetah, who was a very nice host. He ran the event. The poor
Hell
thing,
yeah.
he was very like anxious going
Oh,
into
no.
it, but we were all like, "You're good, you're good," and he's like, "Yeah, we're good." And then yeah, it was a cool show. Audience participation was very enthusiastic.
Nice.
And then we kind of fell asleep like after that.
The tiredness from driving really caught up with me that night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
The
we also
mid-con
like
naps.
had
How much sleep did you
Some-
get the first night? Did you do the 6-2-1 rule?
basically
Yeah, we really did. The only place we kind of like skimped a little bit was the food part, but we made up for it.
That's such an
Yep.
important part.
Well,
They're all
look,
important.
Sheets fed us a couple of nights. If you're not familiar with Sheets, it's kind of like Casey's.
Yeah.
That
basically-
I
burrito
hear
was
it's
amazing.
supposedly better.
I would probably. I'm biased, but yeah, I would say so. I've never had
Well,
Casey's.
Conceptually, they have more than just like pizza. Now, Casey's has a little bit more than pizza, but not a whole lot. Where I hear Sheets does like full on ass sandwiches and some other fucking things. I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
Sheets has a nice menu.
They do a bunch of shit.
But yeah, so and then I guess day 3, moving on, the big thing for day 3 was the fursuit parade for me, and then also I met up with Malo on Saturday,
Oh,
and we had
shit.
dinner. And then we attended some of the con. So the con theme was prehistoria. So there was a lot of like dinosaur themed paneling. One of the guests of honor was like
You
a
skipped something really interesting.
oh, what was that?
When we came back from dinner with Marlowe's, that's when we ran into Uncle Kage.
Oh yeah, that was a
Kage
shock.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Kage was
Yeah,
there.
Uncle
That was fun to
Kage,
meet for the first time.
he-
First con, yeah.
Yeah, he moved to North Carolina. But yeah, you could tell that story because that's where I lost you for a minute.
Okay. So yeah, no, it was a lot of fun because because
Nope.
there's ADD brain. So he's talking to Malo, and while I was enjoying the conversation, I looked to my left, and Uncle Kage is standing there. So I kind of like wandered off.
Did we take a
And
shot yet?
so- yeah, and so I was waiting for a chance to talk to him because he was talking to someone already. I didn't want to interrupt. So yeah, no, I finally got to speak to him. It was a lot of fun. We went back and forth, introduced ourselves. I ended up buying him a glass of wine because I remember in one of his panels that I saw online, he mentioned if you ever wanted to just buy him wine, he's gonna drink it. So I bought him wine. I was like, yeah.
That's Kage coded right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was funny because I walked over when I found him. I'm like, there's my boyfriend. And then, like, after he bought him the drink, he put his arms on my shoulder. He's like, "Oh, I understand what's going on here. I guess I won't take you up to my room then."
Oh shit! That's
Yeah.
not no.
Uncle
Kage would
Kage's
never say
hilarious.
anything like that. No.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no, he's hilarious. It was definitely a joy to meet him.
But
I
Yeah, 'cause
still
we're older furries, but we're just like not. We just haven't gone to a con.
wait.
I mean, we just like
Wait.
we've known about like this because Uncle Kage is like old school.
He's legend.
Like,
Wait, Landon, how old are you?
So
33.
I'm pushing 30. You know.
Oh,
I am.
I'm still the youngest one here. Let's go.
Wait. How old's Perry?
I'll never tell.
Better not
I'll let
say-
you guess.
You better say over 18, motherfucker.
For the love of
Yeah.
God, have that first digit be a 2 or above.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I can drink and I can
Perfect.
rent a hotel a car.
That's all I
so
care
25.
about.
That's over
Nice.
25. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
no.
So what's next? So yeah.
Has
Oh
your
yeah.
car
back to
insurance
the-
gone down?
Well, did we take the shot yet? Has that happened? Was I
Oh
supposed
yeah,
to do that?
no,
Oh.
I did at the beginning.
I have not.
You guys did?
I thought you
grabbed
said
it.
you took a shot.
I grabbed it. I didn't know we took. Here, I'll take it right.
I
Oh,
also-
I thought when
I-
I said, "Hey, I'm gonna do my shot at Jameson," I thought you said, "Oh, I already took mine." I was like, "Fuck, I'm behind."
No, I said I
my
grabbed
drink
mine.
doesn't
Oh,
make that sound.
So I've already done a second one. I guess I'll do a third.
Clink.
that's not. That's some girl
Bottle.
math right there. If I've ever
Right.
heard it. Holy shit.
That is girl math. Yeah, that's also girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
Girl
Girl
dinner.
dinner. Dude,
I
the
have
growl
food
she does on
here,
that voice.
and I have
oh,
nowhere else to go tonight, so I can drink as much as I want.
I have to make
End it up,
Argo
brother.
dinner.
Hell yeah, brother!
Hell yeah, brother. Dude, we were all doing sushi at my house, just hand rolls and stuff, and it was great. And we kept going gum pie, like hell yeah, brother, but like gum pie, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I was gonna say something awful, but it'd have to be for the Patreon.
Sounds like
Do
you should
it.
say something awful for the
Speaking of-
Patreon.
Oh, say speaking of North Carolina, Ruby, you want to act like my sister and make out?
That's Alabama, motherfucker.
That's hilarious.
Shit.
Hell yeah, brother.
The brother is not meant to be brother, but it's brother.
Hell yeah, brother, brother.
I'm getting mixed signals here, brother.
It's like me and Argo will be like bro, or we'll just like call each other bro, and it's like that's kind of weird when you think about it, isn't it? Like, why do we do that?
It's because our current society and kids, our
Society.
generations, it's just so used to saying bro.
Editing Misha,
It's not like-
put a Joker mask on Solace's face while he's talking about this.
It's like,
Yeah, I call-
bro.
Shush,
I call
step
all
bro.
my friends.
It's
bro.
all, yeah.
Like,
Now, if you say
it's
step bro,
casual.
you know what's going on.
Oh God,
I mean, shit.
Uh-oh.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm bring back sheesh. Let's go.
sheesh, sheesh never left, baby.
Sheesh never left.
Sheesh,
I sheeshed today.
No shit.
I sheeshed
Like
today.
out in the wild.
Like, yeah, like at the bar that I work
Whoa.
at.
Okay, people, instead of saying out in the wild, people have been saying like doing things in public is like doing things in a public server, and that's a hilarious way to word it. Like somebody
I
will do
love
some
that.
stupid
Just like
dance.
Yo,
Somebody will
I
do
was
some
out in
stupid
public.
dance.
Sorry.
and they'll
In
be
the
like,
public server.
Yeah.
server.
somebody will do some stupid dance, and they're just like doing that in a public server is crazy, and it sends me every time.
I did a fucking jig today in a public server. Like some music went on, and I full like the arms, you know, or like go down, and the legs are just wildin'. You know what I mean?
Was it like
That was
Irish
like a
music?
flail.
Yeah, it was Irish music.
Hell
Ah,
yeah!
shit.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody! It's gonna be
Happy
4
St.
days
Patrick's-
Happy
past
St. Patrick's
by the
Day.
time this episode comes out, but you know,
Dude, I keep thinking somebody's opening a can. Shit.
That's the idea.
Pretty
God,
fucking
it's so
good. It's
crisp.
Shout
it's
out
a
again
very-
to the server. Thank you.
It's so
Speaking of
for boosting.
inebriation, another interesting thing that happened Saturday at the con was our friend, one of our roommates, had some chocolates, specialty chocolate.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about
I
that
had
shit.
solids, buddy. We had some
I,
chocolates.
Hey.
Yeah, I was enjoying. We both enjoyed. Both had different experiences with that, but
Some gourmet chocolate, eh?
Same.
with mine it kicked in. So the con was prehistoric themed, like I said before. So we were attending a panel with the guest of honor who was like a consultant for the Jurassic World movies and stuff.
Oh, that's really
she
cool.
did this really cool.
Oh, that's actually fucking cool.
Yeah, she did this really cool presentation on like dinosaur anatomy and like different eras of dinosaurs and like dinosaurs that exist now, aka birds.
No
But
way.
yeah, that's when my edible was kicking in the hardest. So I was just kind
While
of
the
like,
dinosaur was twerking.
while yeah, shout out Retro the Raptor, I guess was this suitor, this dino suitor that was in the presentation. And yeah, she started twerking the tail. Yeah, that was funny.
In a public server?
In the public
In
server.
the public server?
It's
I would-
a private server because it's at a furcon.
I was about to say, I would
Oh.
hardly
That's
call
like invite
a furry
only.
con a public server.
Or that's friends.
Yeah.
There was
Plus.
enough
Friends
people.
Plus.
There was enough people in the room for it to be the public server. It was like 30 people. Like
Friends
30
Plus
is not
server?
a public server.
That's Friends Plus.
And they were all
I'm
all
with you saying
furries.
it.
That's totally a private
And
so
they
server.
were
nothing that
furries.
ever happens in
Oh my
class and
God, they
school is
were
in the
furries.
public server.
No,
But
that's its
everybody in
own.
school's gonna know
No,
about
because
it.
you have
Absolutely,
to be there.
the school like classrooms are private servers. Why? Because you have to gab about them later.
The rumor
You know what?
effect.
I'll let
Yeah,
that, I'll let
the
that,
rumor
I'll accept
train.
this.
The
Yeah,
rumor
but
train.
I also can't just walk into a high school and sit down. Nor do I want to. Like that's the
Yeah.
same thing with a furry con. You can't just walk
Well,
in and
Misha
sit
can't
in on the thing.
for one reason. I can't for another.
Okay, no,
Mm.
no.
And like the only other thing that happened on Saturday of note was getting to like the Eyebolt story. It was basically I was walking around down in the morning. My sleep schedule was wild, so I was just kind of up when some of my friends were sleeping. So I just kind of walked around and I ran into Eyebolt, who was pretty flustered because he had to take on the role of dance coordinator for the
Yes.
dance competition.
I'm
And
in a-
because the previous coordinator couldn't attend the con for various reasons, and he had a lot of work to suddenly get dropped on him, basically running the
Yeah.
whole event. So I ran into him, and he was basically in need of a laptop. So I'm like, "Oh, I got my laptop here. I can let you borrow it, print some things out." And he was like, "Oh, great." And I'm like, "Do you also need volunteers for the dance comp?" And he's like, "Please, please, I need help on Sunday." So I got to basically be in the dance competition stage crew. I was basically signaling fursuiters to go to their marks before they'd go on to perform. And it was just really cool. It was a really fun experience to watch just the whole dance competition and then be part of the inner workings a little bit and to also help out a friend because it was I was listening to like Eyebolt streams at work all the time after basically watching that video Misha and him did together. And I was like, oh, this guy's really cool. And then Max told me he was attending the con and he worked for NCAS. And I'm like, oh, bet I get to meet him. That's awesome. And I got to work with him. So I was thrilled all around. It was just really nice working with him.
Yeah, no, Mex is super cool. I'm super glad we got to do that video together. That was a fun one to do. And then Mex is going to be guest of honor at Furlandia, which is a con I'm going to.
Ooh, sick.
Wait, when is this?
This is Memorial Day weekend, so May 23rd.
Is Argo gonna try and make it?
No. I don't think it's in the plans for Argo.
Fair enough.
He'll be done
I
with
was just
treatment by
wondering.
then,
I
but-
didn't know about that timing. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
hard cut. Right back to
Hard
the
cut, back to-
episode. Hard
I have
cut.
to ask a question to Bark Bark Meow. The Bark Bark Meow members here. What's the over under on those two going to the wink wink after dark parties?
What?
Wait,
what
what?
two? Landon and
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. I thought you were still talking about what we talked about in the Patreon cut. Patreon in the link description if you're curious who we were talking about, by the way.
Jesus Christ!
I thought you
No,
were-
that's
I
the
was
hard-
like-
I
I was
understood
like,
the hard
God.
cut, Misha.
Yeah, I was like, God. No, because then you were
I
like,
mean,
I have a
general-
question for the Bark Bark Meow members, and I
Landon,
wasn't sure if that meant
we have-
Patreon members.
Landon, we have to answer this before we.
I'm
you
saying-
chime in.
Well, okay,
I mean, gentlemen
Can I-
such as ourselves don't
hold
kiss
on,
and tell
hold
sauce.
on.
No, but you can tell a fucking number. I don't
let's
need
just say-
specifics. I just need a number. And
let's
I'm
just-
saying over
Are we-
2.
Oh,
Let's
we're giving
just
like a
say that
specific. No,
we're friendly.
we Ruby and I have to guess first.
I'm
I'm
saying
saying-
over 2 after dark wink wink party.
This is your guys' first con. I'm gonna say under 2, but over 0. So 1, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You guys
Well,
went to 1. To
I'll
test
give
the
you
water.
the 2 if it's dead on 2.
Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna go under 2 then.
Well, I'll go dead. Well, you're saying dead on 2, and you're saying 1.
Basically,
gonna
I'm
say-
saying 2 plus.
I'm gonna
I'm-
say 0.
we patiently await the answer from.
They're looking at
The
each other in
Landon
IRL like, do we actually tell? Do we like is there a real number here?
Yeah, it's just
That's
what
what I'm saying.
counts.
That's what I'm saying. That's again.
If the
let's
thing said
just say
18 plus,
The
No,
nicest
if
thing
you
that
had
we
a
can say
dick
is that
out
we
in a
were
panel,
very
that's-
friendly at the con.
If there was a dick out at a
No.
panel, that's what I'm counting.
I was
That's-
gonna say it has to be more than just drinking party.
Yeah, and heavy petting. Heavy petting does not count. That's just everywhere in the con.
Yeah,
I'd
I was
just
gonna say
say
that
just-
happens at fucking raves.
Just for to not
Number. Just a
overcomplicate
number.
it, I'd give you the number 1. We had one
Let's-
AD party.
One dick out
fucking
party.
go.
Okay.
Experience.
It's been decided.
I thought they were freakier than that.
that's
God
more
damn.
than I had at my first con.
True.
'Cause
Well,
only
I'm
Wait
just-
for
Yeah,
the
like
second
I go to
con.
cons all the time, and I don't ever go to those parties. Not because
Oh,
I'm
I
not
said my
invited.
first con.
It's so
We
like
were
there's time. I'm busy.
I'm busy.
we were very friendly. It's just we had plans. We were volunteering. You know,
That too, yeah.
there were.
That's
It wasn't.
fine. That's fine.
the
You can
first
share
time.
your shop. I'm kidding. I don't do those shit either. I go to like 0 every con. Very rarely do I ever end up at 1. It'd be only because I'm going there because a friend told me to go there and not realizing it was one of those.
I was planning to go to one at MFF, and then I just missed it. I think that was the night us 3 drank instead, actually. No. Yes.
No, there was another thing that happened too.
No, because here's the problem I have with Ruby's like grading on whether or not it's AD is like
Mm.
I went to the Friends of Bluey panel, and like that's an 18 plus thing,
But it's not.
but there were no dicks out
Mm.
that I saw at least. I didn't see anybody's. I didn't see anything.
It was under my 90.
But also like
Well, okay, hold. I would counter that 18 plus is not necessarily AD.
no.
Well, yeah,
I
18
would agree
plus
with
can
you
be a
there.
drinking party because you're drinking at 21 or getting high at 21.
Right. So
Wouldn't that be
That's why
21
I
plus?
specificized.
18 plus could be at like a party that we're actually talking about like psychology too, and we just don't
Shit,
want like kids
don't
involved in that.
Well, there was
Could
a
just be a
stoner
fucking-
panel. There was
There
a
was a
stoner panel that was
stoner
like 21 plus.
In North
that I had,
Carolina?
yeah.
Is
I
it
mean,
legal
well-
recreationally there?
I'm not. I'm not. Well, I'm not
Well,
positive.
Never
but
mind. We're good. Okay.
For the
got you.
panel, yeah. For the panel, you had to be 21 to get in, just because of the
Mm.
content matter. But for
Yes.
like the say drawing dicks panel that was going on, that was like 18 plus, because I guess that's just like the
Well, has to
adult content law.
I mean, it has to. If you're a minor, you can't see drawn dicks.
Look, all I'm saying is I sat in on the stoner panel, and I'm pretty sure that she said it was legal recreationally in the state. But that's what I'm saying. I sat in on the panel. If I got it wrong, Max, I'm sorry.
I missed it.
swear.
I fell asleep. I slept during.
Oh, we
that
fell
panel.
asleep.
I was in the room. I think that was like game show night. I think because I remember I fell asleep and I was bummed. I'm like, wait, Zahn, you took my ID job? Oh man, because I was
That
supposed
is-
to ID for that panel.
That is the hard thing about cons is no matter how good you are, you're gonna miss things. Like it's just there's too much always.
I
That's
still
the
remember.
first thing I said as soon as I got to the con. I walked in and I was like, okay, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Dude, I
I
Yeah,
need
just-
more of it. Give me Hermione's little fucking time watch thing.
Right. Oh, that would have been
Right.
perfect.
Oh, that would have been
The
yeah.
fucking rewind
Yeah.
necklace.
So I can just go
Yeah,
and experience
no.
it all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the only
don't-
panels I missed that I wanted to go to, I think there was like a vinyl panel that someone was hosting. And then there
Vinyl
was
like records or vinyl like pool toy?
vinyl like records.
Okay.
And the stoner panel I missed, but aside from that, it was not as far as things we like really didn't. The only regrets that we had was like this one Kingdom Hearts bag that we missed out on in Dealer's Den.
Oh
Oh,
my god. My
Oh,
sole
shoot.
mission when I went there, I said, okay, I'm going here. I want to get a drawstring bag. And my favorite game, like, kind of in the world is Kingdom Hearts. And so the fact that I find specifically the bag made from my favorite game in my favorite Disney movie, and I couldn't find a drawstring bag at my first FurryCon. Like by the time I knew about the bag, the dealer's den was closed. So just heartbroken.
Shoot.
Yeah, we ran into a guy after, or I think it was after the dance competition. We ran into this guy that had it, and at this point, it was like Sunday when Dealer's Den was like wrapping
Yeah.
up, and we were like, "Dang!"
But you know what? There's a silver lining for everything because right after that moment, I went into the rave room and I was jamming, and then I got to meet Buddy, and that's like,
Buddy,
if anybody,
buddy,
Buddy the dog,
yes,
and
yes.
anybody who knows anything about me knows that I love that boy. He's the cutest boy. He's the goodest boy. And
He's
to
one of
actually
my
meet him in
introduc-
person, that was it. I won the con.
He was one of my introductory furry fursuiters ever. Like when I back in like when I was like 15 or I don't remember when I looked up
Yeah,
furry
Solus loves
convention.
Buddy.
When I looked
He
up,
wore the
well, I
Poppy
know them
Fur shirt.
personally now. It's like shit, but like no, dude. When I found out about the furry fandom, I started looking up like YouTube videos. So we're talking like, God, this is like early YouTube. Buddy was out there, and it was like the Buddy Drama Llama and Jesus video.
That video. Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And then fucking MFF 2018, I met him in person, and it was like I'd never expected. You're still around. What?
You still
It's been like a
exist.
decade, and that motherfucker's around a decade later.
Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. He was waiting for me.
We also got to buy merch off him too.
What? He's
It
doing
was
good.
hilarious. Yeah. He was one of the
Vendors.
booths at the, he was one of the booths at the dealer's den.
Yeah.
The
that was-
worst part actually is that he bought a tag off of JD Puppy that says he programmed to say Perry lost the game. So now he can just
Damn.
curse everybody he
Just lost
meets.
the game.
And I'm just
Excuse me.
I
You
just
guys
lost the
play,
game.
dude. Anybody that says anything about the game, dude. It was dumb when I was a kid.
He brought it back into my life, Solace. I
It
escaped
doesn't-
that shit.
No,
I
you
escaped
just
it at Boy
don't
Scout
play
camp,
the
and now it's
game.
back.
You just don't play the game. It doesn't matter.
That's not an
It's
option.
dead.
Then I
No,
just
once
lost
you play
it.
the game, you can't. You're in the game for life.
You're in the game, yeah.
No.
You don't get to
I
choose to back out.
refuse.
No,
Fuck you.
no.
The Queen of England is dead. There is no end to the game now.
I thought
Yeah.
it was the Pope. I thought it was
Harambe
if the
got
Now
Pope
you
shot.
gotta murder the
acknowledges
Queen of
game.
England. You just
Someone
gave
already
me the
beat you
fuck.
to it. J Flat already beat you to it, bud.
Ooh.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. I've only done the one shot, but I haven't drank in a hot minute. So
I
like,
actually finished my cup.
Oh, I'm feeling slightly buzzed after 3. I also
Jesus.
haven't eaten since 1.
I'm vibing.
It's not too bad though. It's not too long.
Yeah, I'm
In
sure.
I
drunk
know.
all
I
day.
said I was gonna say fuck it tonight. Tonight is a get done with recording and
Wait.
not give a fuck night.
wait, no,
Here's a-
Solace. Wait, no,
here's a
you were
picture
you were
of
not
Holiday excuse.
you
Just
you
the
were
holiday excuse.
You were planning on not drinking.
Yeah, so I broke that on Friday.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll get back to it.
Wait,
It's
Friday
okay.
was the dangerous night. Hold on.
Friday was the night. Yeah, after that is so I had planned to drink that night. I was gonna wait till after shots. I honestly didn't drink that much because like I was prepared to. The tornado warnings went away, and I was just gonna watch on stream. Or then I streamed a little bit of it. Even I did like 2-hour stream where I was talking about the severe weather and stuff. And as soon as I got off of there, I was gonna do shots. I ended up this is not going to fit in this episode at all. But so Landon says, you ever have somebody say thank you for the tips? The one thing I felt really good Friday night. I was in our local chats. There were some Southern Illinois furries that were dealing with tornado warnings, and I was able to help some people who did not have the access to radar that I did, and I was able to help one get into shelter just before a tornado landed just on the other side of their town.
Whoa.
So
Hell
that
yeah.
felt really good.
That is really
Good
good.
for you, dude.
Yeah.
That was like the
that's
one
great.
time I felt like I
also-
was doing something proactive about this shit, and I was like, wait, this is a good feeling. God
I
damn.
was also going to give you kudos to bringing a way to wrap it back around the tornadoes.
Yeah, that's his special interest.
That's so cool.
But no, the reference to that is Misha's like, wait, that was that night. And I was like, yeah, after I
What
got
was
off
that night?
stream. I had shots ready to go, and then it was like 2 hours later before I started taking the shots because I got very invested in the very scary shit that was going down Friday. Because there may have been an EF5 tornado on Friday. They're still doing there's some damages, and if that's true, that's the first one since 2013. It's been over a decade. So shit got fucking wild Friday, and that was not supposed to be the bad night. It was supposed to be Saturday.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad that you were okay, because I know you were posting in, I think it was in Bark Bark Meow. Like, it was getting pretty scary for where you were.
I mean, there was 2 warnings in my area, but the rotation was never super scary. I wasn't super worried, but the second I was going to be officially in the tornado warning, I would have went to the basement. My sirens went off, but I don't know who the fuck made that call because there was no reason to. Yeah, I was
Anyway.
like, I like went on live, and then it's like the sirens went off. I'm like, guys, what the fuck you guys doing? This is like a very false alarm right now. You're like, in 15 minutes, if the rotation like intensifies and organizes, then you can make that call. But right now, telling people to go down is stupid. Those alarms are like, hey, this shit's bad, go. You know, those are not
Yeah, yeah.
supposed to be.
Those are
You
hunker
know,
down.
Yo,
I'm
those
just
are not
used
supposed to be
like,
taken
fire
lightly.
alarms.
Thus, that was kind of a misplaced call because it only lasts for a couple minutes, and then they popped it, and I was like, exactly.
In New Jersey, they take it so lightly because I used to live in Irvington for several years, and I remember they used to play. They literally had a time every Saturday where they would just play it. I guess to test the system, but it was like every Saturday, like clockwork. You could
Okay.
you knew it was gonna happen.
Okay, so that's a little different if it's like a city or like some sort of ordinance thing. Every Tuesday of the month, we have a full run of all of our sirens.
That's gotta
just
be
for testing.
annoying.
I was just
Yeah, it's
thinking
like
the
a-
same thing.
Every
It's like
Saturday.
5 minutes of woo, 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 woo. It's like, what the
I remember
fuck?
that to a degree in Hackettstown.
Hometown.
too, like,
No, like every
My hometown plays
hometown.
sets off the siren every night at 10 p.m. for no reason, actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'd
It's
fucking
just-
move.
I always tell the tourists like, oh, that's the bear alarm. It means there's a bear in town, and they always freak out, and it's really funny. But
Can I give it a bear hug?
technically, it's for the kids. Like it used to be a kid
Oh, it was like
alarm. Like,
curfew call.
yeah, it's like a curfew, but it's like that doesn't really exist anymore. But they still blare the siren every night at 10 p.m.
At 10 p.m.
Couldn't really tell you why.
Bro, I'm asleep by then. I'm old. Fuck.
I just see it as you said. It's the kid alarm.
Yeah,
At like 10 o'clock, if you're not in, the kids roam the streets and
I know.
do fucking terrible.
it's
You're like,
it's
no, it's like adults get inside.
the
Quick.
street. It's actually the keep yourself safe alarm from the
It's like-
children.
It's Silent Hill, but like the kids are coming to play.
no.
Hey,
I like no
goddamn.
Warriors crossover.
ADHD detour. Boop, 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 boop.
ADHD and
I'm
alcohol.
trying to think if there's anything else notable from the con. I'll say
Saturday?
like
That was Saturday. We didn't get to Sunday yet.
so Sunday was the dance competition itself where I helped out IMAX or Eyeball. Bleh, sorry, that's the
You just
alcohol.
call him Max.
Max, yeah.
the alcohol.
One shot.
Yeah, I was
2
helping
shots of vodka.
Gluck, gluck,
a
gluck, gluck, gluck.
cup, like. But anyway, yeah. So the dance competition went off pretty well. I got like a little bit of footage of like the waiting for the announced winner type of thing that I sent, or I think I sent to the Bark Park Meow chat, something like that. But yeah, it went off pretty well. After that, we kind of just hung out. and people watched before going with Max and our other roommate to the raves where Perry met Buddy and he was wearing the Pop You First shirt. But it was also just like really fun to just kind of like chill that last night at pretty much the Dead Dog Dance or the equivalent. The con itself beat its attendance record by a massive margin. I think before it was only like their top attendees record was like 1,200 attendees. This time there was like 1,738 like attendees,
That's a pretty big increase. Yeah,
and like 500 something of those attendees were fursuiters. It's a pretty big parade. That was a nice thing I got to thank Perry for, because I almost didn't bring my Davidio radio head because I thought it's not really furry-ish. But he told me, no, just bring it. You'll have fun anyway. I'm so glad I did, because I got to be in the parade. I got to walk around. I got to take a photo with an Alistair suitor.
I was gonna say, I was about
the radio
to say,
head meets the radio demon.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Like, people were talking about that too. Like, they said, "Oh, the Radiohead guy finally met the radio demon."
Landon,
like, that's
Landon,
cool.
there's a douchebag running around as Bon Voyage. You're bringing so much better content. But yeah, that's definitely one of those things where I'm glad you did take it, because people underestimate, like, as bad as it sounds, even if you go with a Maskimals thing, it can change your experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I brought the pup hood to the a couple of raves too. That was fun.
That's what I was gonna ask. Raves. How did you like raves?
The raves were cool. The one night, the only featured artist.
Not meaning like that.
Wait, what?
I meant for like a ooh sound effect, and instead
Check your panties.
Instead that is the sound effect that we got.
Whoa.
But yeah,
talk about raves. Check your panties. God,
do you guys know the the context of that clip? It's really funny.
No, I have no idea what that is.
It's like a news guy, and he's like, check your panties. There's a recall on this like brand of rice cooker, and he stops and he's like, I think that was supposed to say pantries, and the other newscaster is like, I couldn't stop you in time. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
It's a really funny clip.
I hope he's really good looking and has like a good voice too, because this is
he's just laughing so hard about it.
He's like check your panties. It's like every like housewife that has just been praying.
Here, I'll send the clip because I think I saw it recently.
That's so fucking funny.
Gary.
Oh yeah, the raves. How were the raves?
The raves were cool.
Did you go Friday night, or was it Saturday, or was it Sunday night?
So there was Saturday night was the raves with the featured DJ who is Fetus Grinder. Hell of a name.
That is a crazy name. What the fuck?
The name.
I need to sound the kid alarm.
But yeah, no, that was a really cool rave. My friend Zahn jumped on stage along with a bunch of other suitors. So I just wound up following him at one point, and then just like there were just a bunch of people on the stage just jamming out while the dude was also like playing, and he had like a friend of his like screaming like screamo type vocals. Yeah, it was an intense type of rave. It was like a metal rave kind of EDM type of thing. So the energy was so intense. And there was like this one guy who wasn't suiting, but he was just kind of like on the stage pretty much the whole time. And he just kept had flipping off people in the audience, and they'd flip him off back. And then he'd do like a new creative way to flip them off back.
Yo,
that's awesome. I love when stuff like that happens.
I found a way where, because one time he threw it at me, so I'm a total nerd. So I did like a Naruto hand sign, and I gave it back. So then he gave another one back to me, because he walked up to the table, he snatched it off the table, then he threw it at me, and I charged up the Kamehameha, and I blew out the fuck.
That's just good shit. Yeah, no, that's the energy shit I love about cons.
I kind of love Perry's energy here. Yes. You do that. All right, wait, really quick. So I just saw the TikTok. Who hasn't seen this clip? Because I want to react to this fucking now.
Oh god,
it's really funny. Editing Misha, put it on screen.
Check your panties. About 175,000 rice I think that was supposed to be pantries.
I couldn't warn you before I saw it, and I couldn't warn you, Eric. I'm so sorry.
About 175,000 rice and slow cookers are being recalled due to fire and electric shock hazards.
Just the smile
Oh,
You could tell when he said it, he was like, where's this going? And then when they said rice cookers, he's like, that was pantries.
He sounds kind of like Al Roker too.
dude. I'm gonna give him that though. He was able to get that first couple. He got past it without making a fucking.
He did. What a
he
champion.
Yeah.
Wow, he said it so straight up, and then he's like, once it clicked, and he was like,
1,000 rice.
that wasn't right. And
That's the thing. I don't think it was. I don't think he like. I think he knew he said panties, but once it clicked that he's like, oh, they meant pantries.
Yeah, because
Right.
they read off the
Like,
teleprompter. So the teleprompter
He
said,
was
"Check
ready
your
to say
panties." Yeah.
panties on the air. God bless.
Yeah, he was so ready to just send it.
So he's a fucking professional.
What a professional.
That was sick.
It's one
Also,
of my favorite.
the
news
funniest
clips.
shit ever.
No. Just 1,000 rice.
God damn.
That was supposed to say pantries.
So now we know what this sound effect is.
Check your panties.
There
now we
go,
we just have that.
weirdly wholesome sound effect.
Weirdly wholesome sound
When
effect
you know
considering
about
the
it.
context.
Yeah, on its own,
Yeah.
it's kind of
As
weird, but
inappropriately as
Homie-
possible every time.
He honestly wore that the best way possible. He
He
did a
did.
good
I agree.
job.
Yeah.
Wear it venomously.
Oh, dude, you know how many fucking like newscaster gaffes that have happened that if those persons would have said the same thing, it would have been so creepy or fucking just not good.
Anybody
He did it
on
well.
Fox?
oh,
there's
God.
compilations on YouTube just fucking Jesse Waters.
Oh no!
Check your
Dude, fucking Tucker Carlson would have been like, "Check your panties," and he would have like licked his chops and been
Check
like,
your
"Oh,
panties.
I'm
We have a
excited to see
furry
where
by the
this
name
is
of
going."
Diesel
I
Raccoon.
do not need that.
And then he would have
name
been
is
like, 100,000
Voldemort
rice
to me.
cookers. They meant pantries. 100,000 rice cookers. And
He doesn't know what panties look like. Let's be real.
no, that's why he would have been excited, because he might have had like pictures to figure it out.
Oh shoot.
Whoa.
Okay, so finish out your con stories real quick.
Yes, if you have any more con stories.
Just that it was pretty much a wonderful, as good a first con experience as we could have hoped for. We got a lot of cool merch. We bought these cool graphic novels off of this furry author and talked with her for a bit. She was really nice.
And I got to meet Buddy, and I was like,
Got
a
to
big
meet
deal.
Buddy.
And yeah, I got to see my friend Max in person, which was really the biggest highlight for me.
Oh my! It was
Fuck
so
it.
funny. It's interesting because she's always like the voice on the phone. So to finally be in the same room with her, there would just be moments where you're doing something and she would be speaking. You look over and she's in the room, and it's like,
Dude, that's how I felt with Papa Butt. That shit's so weird.
Right. It's the best. I finally understand what people like. Even Max said it best herself. She's like, "Oh, you finally get what it's like to only see your friends once a year." Huh?
Yes, it's awful.
It is.
That's
awful.
why. That's when you start figuring out how to go into debt to go to more cons. Don't do it.
That's me.
That's why
I
I'm
know.
a bad
I'm
crowd.
kind of addicted now. It's kind of
is
there. We're just kind of
So-
like, yo, when CFF, we gotta go.
So fuck it. I will. I'm gonna try and get Buddy on this podcast. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it out loud
Holy
now.
Let's
bingo.
do it. Okay, I'm
You
so
can talk about
down.
early.
Rad.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
So remember we were talking about I'm gonna say it and that's gonna force things
Perry
to
just
happen.
blushed.
Exactly.
That's another person to the list, Misha. We
More,
gotta start making
more
some
guests.
Yes.
Hey, you have access to the spreadsheet. Add it to the list.
Yeah, spread your sheet.
Comment below whether what guests you want to have on the podcast. In fact, you can
Elon
just
Musk.
at them on. Oh my god, I'd do it. Fucking at
I'd
them
do
on
it.
Blue Sky. I
And
totally
Misha
do
knows
too.
exactly what you would say.
Oh my
We had a
god.
conversation about it.
That was part of the Patreon cut last week. We can't have the same cut this week.
You said, no, that's the same cut. I'm saying that if he was on this podcast, that's what would be said, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'd ask him, "Are you a baby fur?"
And you think he'd tell you?
I don't know.
Bro, I
did
dance
just
around it.
for,
It's
like,
public
the
knowledge.
Show off factor.
Just his reaction would be fine. Like him stuttering at all. Boom, ruin. Like,
But aside from all of that, I was gonna quickly ask Landon and Perry, if you can identify what was your most favorite thing about your experience at Bewhiskered.
I think for me, it would be just being welcomed so warmly by the wonderful NCAS staff and getting to work at my first furry convention and be part of the magic of it all. That was actually just the best part for me. I was really excited to just be in my element really for the first time.
There is that, like, especially on your first con, there is that crazy moment of just like looking around and just being like, wow, this is real. Like, I'm doing this. And then it's amazing. It's such a good feeling.
My freak out moment was driving up to MFF 2018, my first con. It was that 3-hour drive of contemplating what exactly I was doing.
Yeah.
Because, like, leading up to the event wasn't a big deal. The 3-hour drive up, I was like, holy shit.
What am I
Everything that
doing?
was on the computer screen is now about to be fucking real.
Yeah.
Sorry, Perry.
Yeah, Perry, you were gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say there was a definite moment where I was at the con and I specifically was quoting, and I think it's Steven Universe. I just went out, I'm in my element.
aw.
Yeah, no, but I would have to say that my favorite part of the con, because I even talked about it with Max. I was like, my favorite part of the con was just getting to see her, like hanging out with her, like going to do different panels and stuff. And really, that was my excuse for following her around the con. I just got to hang out with her. She's a good
Yeah.
friend, and to finally be in the same room with her, it was just really exciting for me.
It is good.
That's like,
Yeah.
when I got to meet Pop Mud at MFF, like, I was wearing Misha the whole time, and I was just like, giggling. I was like grinning ear to ear the whole time, and I was like, oh my god, I'm finally like meeting such a good friend of mine. So like, I 1000% get what you're saying. It's just like that moment
Same
of
with-
like, holy shit, this person is standing next to me. They're real.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what were you gonna say, Landon? Sorry.
Same with just meeting Malo too. It was the same thing when I met when Carnelian came to my my music festival and I got to
Yeah.
meet him. That was so nice. And then meeting Malo at the con and having dinner with
The
him. Was also
Discord
just
is
really
together
cool.
in
You're
real
fucking making me
life.
cry because like y'all are just getting together on the outside because of like one common interest, and we facilitated that.
We did it,
Thank
Chad.
you. Much appreciated. Same with all the
Fucking-
tips beforehand.
We do accept tips. There's
Is there
I have a Patreon.
closing argument, Landon and Perry? Are there any tips that you would add? Are there any things that we didn't go over that you're like, hey, this would have been
Don't get in a
nice to
fight.
know? Or
First
like, well,
night.
yeah, don't get in a fight night one. I feel like that's
No, do get in a fight. Ruby endorses you.
shut
no,
up.
no, get in a fight on the
Ruby-
last night so that you get to enjoy the con first.
Yeah, Ruby.
Um,
Jesus.
I'll just say to quote Misha B. Barkin, fuck
We
it,
should
we
be fucked.
ball.
Let's go, dude. That was our motto at Furlandia 2022, baby, or 2023.
Misha be fucking was your motto?
No, fuck it, we
No,
ball.
that's what I call them though.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's fun.
Yeah, no, if I have to say there was any advice that I'd give, I'd say definitely create the space for both of you to still have your separate experiences and be delightfully surprised when you guys end up in the same place, because that's
Can I ask-
exactly what kept happening with us.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
How did you two handle the con being a couple but wanting to do different things?
We just, like I was saying, we gave ourselves, before we got there, permission, the chance to just, go there to just enjoy our con, because especially with us, it was our first one, so we couldn't, hold it against each other if we wanted to do different things.
But that
I-
being said, we also still made the effort to or at least I know I was making the effort to make sure I wasn't leaving any of my friends, including Perry, in the for my own sake to go off to do other things. No, I still made a conscious effort to be there for the people I was there for in the first place.
But that's just naturally how it'll go if that's where your interests are lying, if it's like genuine, when you go there, you're gonna make time for the people that you came there to see, the people
Yeah.
that you wanted to enjoy the experience with.
100%.
You guys are an inspiration because there's many a horror stories where people have showed up at cons to be together, and somebody would have different expectations than the other, and it caused the whole thing to be a nightmare. So that's
Well, it's
awesome
like-
to hear.
Yeah, that was like when Argo and I went to AC. It was like, hey, we do want to do some stuff together, and we need to make time to do stuff together because at the end of the day, we are a couple, and I would like to spend time with my boyfriend. However, we still need
Wild.
our own space. We still have our own wild. We still have our own space. We still have our own interests. We have other things that we're gonna want to do at different times.
Mhm.
So we need that space to go have our own fun, and then we can come together and tell each other about it, and just
Exactly.
I guess my biggest thing is you don't know until it happens, kind of thing. So it's good to see that you both were able
Oh,
to
you
come to
took
that
her out?
conclusion as well.
I was also gonna
What?
say another interesting part is that we never actually discussed this with one another before we got there.
That's
we kind of
cool.
just came to the conclusion on our own at separate points at the con and talked about it while we were there.
That's cool. I mean,
think that-
that means communication's key, but because that conversation can be big, but also being able to come to that conclusion without the communication, I think shows a pretty good trust
well
system.
And you guys did still have the communication.
Yeah.
But like the plan making aspect is you guys are spot on with that. It's like impossible to make
Oh,
concrete
fuck.
plans with people.
Yeah,
I was
don't even
amazed
try.
I even got the dinner with Malo like ironed out.
Pip
Yeah.
can even
Dinner's about
fucking
the
say
only plans that actually work
God.
for me, and 90% of the time it's just because we're like, oh yeah, I need to consume food or I'll die. Do you want to consume food at the same time?
yeah. Ruby's my go-to in the morning because Ruby doesn't sleep. So I'll
That's
wake
right,
up
I'm
earlier than
still
most
awake.
people, and then I'll usually hang out with Ruby.
Yeah,
And whoever's up.
Phyllis will text me like, "Hey, you want breakfast?" I'm like, "Sure." I'm still in the lobby with a beer in my hand.
God.
I'll
Fuck.
sleep when I'm dead.
So I was gonna say, Misha, we have an experience with that. Wasn't it Pip at Anthrocon? We didn't have a lot of interactions or times to run into each other, but then MFF we did,
Yeah.
and that's just the showcase, like that concept of like, you just fucking don't know. Very quick to clarify though, with Landon, did you guys do open and closing ceremonies?
Yes, we did. They were very like brief to the point, but also Mikey, the master of ceremonies, was also very energetic and very like warm. So it was a really nice first time like experiencing what that's like. That's where in closing ceremonies we got like a lot of the like statistics for the con, which was great, and like some of the like highlights.
It was a good rallying point because it really like brought everybody together and got everyone on the same page.
Did you cry?
No, but I am bad at
No.
goodbyes.
I'll be real.
cried
PCD
at-
did not hit until I got back to work.
Oh,
That's when
man.
it really hit the hardest.
It
When
was
you
like
realize you, yeah, sorry.
I didn't cry for AC. I don't think I didn't cry for MFF. Furlandia was the first con back post COVID, and dude, it took everything I had to make it up to the hotel room, and I cried in that hotel room, man. It was like really bittersweet.
I cried last FWA, but it didn't have anything to do with the con. I was just so sad to say goodbye to Fortuna and Furiosa. I was crying in the
Yeah.
lobby, like I was so sad.
Yeah, no. Yeah, saying bye to Max was a sad hug. I was just like,
Yeah, because it's like it doesn't really hit you when you're saying bye. That was like, Solace and I were leaving, and I was just like, oh yeah, bye, and then it was like 5 minutes later, and it was like, shit, he's gone. Like I'm not gonna see him for who knows how long, and like
Who knows
saying
how
bye
long.
to Pip, when I said bye to Papama, like man, it's just so sad because you don't know when you're gonna be able to see them again.
Yeah, it's like it's also really sad to say goodbye, but like I have a husky here and I love it.
Oh,
It was like bittersweet.
Yeah.
It was like bittersweet. Like it's like, oh yeah, I had a great time.
no.
My legs are sore.
And that's the thing. I am never sad at like I do not get post-con depression
Fuck
at
you.
all.
Fuck.
I don't. I fucking don't. And you know why? Because I leave it all on the field, baby. I got no regrets. I'm ready to go home.
Go pretty hard.
That was, yeah, when I went to MFF, I had been out of town other than like 2 hours to pack. I had been out of town for like 2.5 to 3 weeks at that point. I was so ready to sleep in my own bed, to see my own dog, to see my boyfriend. Like, I was just like, I was so done.
Yeah, your AC was a rough one.
AC was fine. It was MFF where it was like, because
Was
I,
it MFF?
yeah,
Oh, it was MFF.
I went on the
Never mind,
family
my bad.
trip with
Yeah.
Argo's family the week before.
I was gonna say, Misha can attest, as Landon said, feeling like a zombie, thinking you're gonna be useless, and then when you get to the con, what becomes like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take like a 6-hour nap, turns into a 2-hour nap or less, and you're just like up and ready to go.
Oh, I didn't even nap.
Yeah, I still had plenty of it at the rave on Sunday night. I still had like the most energy of the party. I was just like, this is so amazing. I'm at a furry con.
I
Holy
remember
shit.
talking to Misha at MFF. I was like, yo, you ready to go, bring my stuff to the room? And he picks me up. I was like, so did you sleep? You're like, nah. I was like, god
Nah,
damn.
dude.
That's that con adrenaline. Let's go. Shit.
All right.
Nah, that's awesome. It's awesome to hear.
I'm glad everyone had fun.
Yeah,
am too.
missing your pets and like shit. Like there's a normalcy. Like every time I've missed my cats by the time I get home, but there is that level of like missing others. Obviously, like leaving MFF. Who knows when I'm gonna see Misha again? It
Yeah.
could be a year. It could be, if I don't make any cons that Misha doesn't go to this year, it could be a year and a half or 2 years.
be a
That's
few
fucking
years, yeah.
wild. But
Well,
I wanted to put that out there. People in your like mid to late 20s, 30s, like they don't have these experiences because as you get older, it seems like your friend group gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And I will say that the furry community kind of does the opposite, where you have a lot of people you want to see. You just happen to only see them maybe once a year.
yeah.
But it's a good problem to have because you have them people.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, that
Solace
can
and
be
Ruby, I'm gonna see you guys later this year when we do the camping trip. So
Camping.
We're doing
I want to
that.
go.
I
in
saw
June.
that post, by the way, bitch.
Thank
I
you,
made-
bitch. I saw you liked it, bitch.
Yeah.
Wait, what post? Hold on.
I blue skied like, hey, who wants to go camping?
You said if I organize a camp and trip, who wants to go? And
Yeah, I
like
saw that
shit.
you
Of
liked
course.
it. I saw that. Because
Okay,
I want to
of
go
course.
camping in June because I'm gonna probably go to Norway in July, and then
Norway.
Yeah,
No
and then
way.
in August is Megaplex, and then I might go to China, but I need to finish getting my passport.
China.
Why are you
That-
laughing about
That is
China?
this is a wild thing to say though. Wait, China?
Ruby's updates always amaze
Question
me.
mark?
Like she just is doing things. Like I feel humbled by
Wait,
how
Ruby.
much
Side
this bitch does.
quests.
Wait, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, 'cause
yeah.
I don't even know if Misha's coming to MFF. We do need to try and be in one fucking place, other than obviously the camp. But
Well, I'm doing LVFC. I'm doing Megaplex. I'm definitely doing Megaplex.
LVFC would be fun.
I
That's the
wanted
last
to do
place
LVFC,
gone.
but that's like right at the end of Argo's treatment.
yeah, I just can't.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I basically,
I honestly
I'm stuck
think-
until later this year. Like
I think this is
after
gonna be the
August.
last good LVFC. Oh, I'm also going to California at the end of the month.
Where's California?
In
LA.
California, stupid.
I'm glad you caught that. Where's
California.
California? In California. Whoa.
California is in America.
What America?
Thanks
God,
for
hopefully
laughing at
not for
that.
long. Canada, Canada, if you
What?
hear this, take
Ba,
us.
ba, 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 ba.
Not to get political, but Canada could.
Nope,
Canada could
this is
just
the end of the
take
episode.
Alaska.
I'm gonna pull up
I
the.
think you
Just
mean
saying.
Northern Montana.
Montana. For the
Alright.
for the foreseeable future.
For what?
For it's still in Montana for the foreseeable future.
Oh, who knows? Yeah, I could be moving to Seattle in May, or I could be moving to Denver in late April. But I have to stay here in Montana for a little bit longer because my dad is having hip surgery.
He's too hip for us.
He's too hip for us. He needs a reduction surgery.
Yo, that's what I was going for. You should tell him that. He'll get a job.
Remember last week when I said my life was settling down? Remember that? That was great.
No. Oh no.
Not
Alright.
settling down, huh?
We gotta wrap up the
How's
episode.
that other issue?
Nope, we gotta wrap up the episode.
All right.
Nope.
I wanna read the Patreon. But
Do you have it pulled up?
Wait,
I
Landon and
tried,
Perry,
it's
do
not
they want to say
loading.
anything? Landon and Perry, any last remarks?
Nope, just thanks for having us. We enjoyed talking about and reliving our con experience. That was great.
Glad we could teach you the ways without.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
Yeah.
a
I'm glad
pleasure
our
meeting you
advice
too.
helped.
I forgot that we like haven't met, so yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, just introductions and stuff.
we've only heard rumors
my
of your
name's Ruby.
existence.
I don't know who these
I mean-
guys are.
I feel like we did this. Didn't we?
We did.
No.
I think.
Cheers.
Yeah.
You
But
guys know
it's
who
just
I am.
definitely gonna be a pleasure to hopefully come back maybe once or twice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, fuck you.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I love you all.
I'm
You're
on
not-
Community. I'm
have to
on
leave.
Community. where
Go
the
to
fuck-
audience. Audience.
It's for the Patreon.
Audience. Okay,
Remember.
got it. Alistair the hyena.
Wow.
Pen Stimon. Wow, I forgot that I don't know how to read, and this is
That's
why.
great. You know what? I'm not
The
gonna say shit.
first
You have
two-
to do this
listen.
The
shit.
gray
Ruby?
old fox.
The first two were
Saw
kind of
Dax.
rough. Okay, that one's on you. That one's on you.
Thawcad.
Blockade.
Blockade, I think.
Why these are so hard? Quality.
Quaddle.
Boogie Bravo. Blue Pack
Good.
Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Argo. Who's
Mhm.
that?
Yo, bitch.
That's that's somebody
Other
else's
way around,
spit.
actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, I got that wrong. My bad.
Mighty Half Man. Amber Arn.
Close.
Zombie Brains.
Mhm.
Loriafia.
Try it again. Come on. Come on.
Lorfia. Lafia. Hold on, I'm really trying.
Look, it's the Jameson talking. You gotta get this right. Come on.
Lori.
Ah.
Fee.
Fee.
Isn't that
Try
what
it
I
again.
said?
No.
Loriafia?
You said L'Oreal.
Yes!
Landon
Good
Yeed.
cat.
Thank you. Scathmore.
What?
Bowie Barks.
No, go back.
Scathmore.
No, that's a Y.
Sycamore.
Scythmore.
Sycamore.
Sycamore. Oh, like the tree. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Heartless Hero. Pip the Badger. Rays. Theo Firefox. Coraline R. Kai. Quint. Carmelian Fox. And Steam Pony. And
You
Ankara.
didn't say Carmelian Fox.
I said Carmelian Fox.
That's
I
not
said
it.
Carnelian Fox.
It's
Oh, like I
Carmelian.
said it right this time. Yeah.
I think you said it right.
I know.
No.
I just have to hear it a few times, you
Oh.
guys.
Editing Gary, roll the clips.
Kai, Quint, Carmelian Fox.
Roll the tapes.
Gary rolled.
Reroll. We got.
They did. I don't think they said it right. Good job, Ruby.
You did a great job.
This ain't
Thanks.
fucking Patty's Day.
Thanks. By the way, just so everybody, for the new people, this might be your first time watching. English is my first language, and I was raised in America.
Whoops.
Yeah, there's no excuse for the way I am. It's just how I am.
I'm pretty sure there's a medication that can fix you.
I on those.
Thanks. That's what I'm saying. You did better than me. I give you
buddy. Ollie just finally came up after this whole recording to say hi. Hi, buddy.
Oh, very nice.
I
Zach's
prefer
been bothering me this whole recording.
Well,
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Comment below
Thank you,
who you would
Patrons
like to be
And
our
viewers.
who you would like to be our next guest stars.
Keep it
and comment
fucking
below-
realistic.
solid.
And
Shut up.
comment-
Let Ruby talk.
And comment. Yeah, I know. I'm like trying to do like a professional
Holy
outro
shit.
here. And comment below if you would like to stay in my Discord or make a new one. I guess.
Never mind. Don't let Ruby talk. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Ruby's trying to
You
rally
can't
the
give
people.
her- You can't give her this much power. You fucked
Stay online for the Afterburk, which always goes live after we premiere on Fridays. And what else do we say at the end of these?
Avoid
If-
public instances.
If you are not avoid public instances, if you're not listening to the premiere, we premiere these at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Fridays. and then the afterbark is at 5 p.m. But if you're here for the premiere, you know that, and you get a gold star on your chart, and I'm very proud of you, and I hope you have a good weekend.
Can I get a
Review
gold
us on
star chart?
Spotify.
Solace, you're here, so yes.
No, can we get a gold star chart?
Not
Okay.
not in the next like minute, no.
Comment.
No, I mean, like, in the
if
next-
you are in the Patreon, we like comment in the Patreon post about getting a gold star chart started. We could even do that in my Discord server, not theirs, mine.
You have to understand, I was such a good boy. I always got to the goal where I would get to choose out of the toy chest.
Oh, so Solus is unlocking a memory with this. Got it.
Oh yeah, no, this is personal.
this is the good shit. This is hitting Solace hard.
You have to understand when I chose to be good versus evil.
I never chose. I was born like this.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, Landon and Perry. Thanks for joining us this week.
Bye.
I'm glad you guys had a good time at your first con. Yippee! And yeah, that's all we got. Stay tuned for the afterbark. Bye.
www.